Hi viewers, you are welcome to lecture 2 on Educational Research Methodology Simplified series. The title of lecture 2 is Typologies of Educational Research. So when we talk about typologies in this context refers to classification of educational research, grouping of educational research, arranging and sorting of educational research. Like we are talking about typologies of educational research problem, we want to look at the 3 major typologies in educational research. These major typologies are purpose-based educational research, method-employed-based educational research, and objective and subjectivity criteria-based educational research. So these are the 3 major typologies we have in educational research, and I'm going this lecture to take them one by one. Purpose-based research typology. Educational research in this context is classified according to purposes. Yes, that means if you want to choose their title, remember that there are classification or typologies of educational research. You have to know the title I've chosen I want to work on. Is it purpose-based? If it's purpose-based, the implication that it has these sub-examples or these examples are typical purpose-based research typology. You have to find out one, whether it is basic research or otherwise known as fundamental research, whether it is applied research, whether it is action research, whether it's research and development, and bracket known as R&D, or which is evaluation research. So when you're talking about purpose-based research typology, you are referring to these 5 types of research. Whenever a research is on basic research, whenever a research is on applied research, whenever a research is on action research, whenever a research is on research and development, whenever a research is on evaluation, then it is purpose-based. Let us take each of these one by one and know in detail what it's all about. We are here on basic research, which is also known as fundamental research. Yes, this basic research, like you said, aims at advancing knowledge and producing results, of producing findings which will lead to development of theories. So when you're talking about fundamental research or basic research, you are looking at a research that will aim at advancing, improving the quality and reproducing results and findings which will lead to a development of theories. So actually, basic research is all about development of theories. Basic research has interest in building theories for advancement of knowledge in a particular field. So in any field you're carrying research, and that research is basic research, you are working towards advancement and the development on existing theories. Basic research, as we said, it advances knowledge and builds on existing knowledge. It is not concerned with usefulness of findings to practical situation. No. What do we mean by this? It means that whenever you are working on basic research, the application is not your problem. Whether it will work wherever in other fields is not your problem. You are just there to develop theories which other group of researchers can apply to know their workability. Now we want to look at applied research as another example of purpose-based research. Applied research focuses on practicability of ideas and theories to real-world situations. Yes, like when we are talking about basic research, we say basic research is not concerned with the applicability of whatever findings you've gotten. It's not on that. What concerns applicability and workability of your findings is what the applied research will take a hand. So applied research focuses on workability, practicability of ideas and theories to real-world situations. Applied research gears towards testing the workability, as we said before, and effectiveness of ideas and theories in practical situations. It does not lead to theory origination, but seeks to explore, travel, discover, sightsee, and establish applications of a given situation. The test provides feedbacks which help the basic researcher to modify and refine the theories. What I mean here is that the applied researchers are people who test on what the basic researchers have come out with. So when they are testing, they come out with feedback. These feedback they come out by the applied researchers are of great importance to the basic researchers. This is a symbiosis or mutual relationship. You already know what symbiosis means. It's a mutual relationship where both people benefit. So the basic researcher provides theories, while the applied researchers apply it. And when they apply it, they come up with feedbacks that will be of great importance to the basic researchers. Basic researchers develop theories, while applied researchers test their usefulness or their practicability in a real world. Both basic and applied research contribute immensely to the development of systems such as communities, society, and nations. It could be organization. We want to look at another aspect of purpose-based research. We have looked already on the basic, look on the applied. Now the third one is action research. Action research, just like name apply, action. This is action in research. Action research is directed towards solving specific educational problems at the classroom or school level, which means people that need action research most are people in the classroom. People in the classroom is of great importance to teachers. It's of great importance to educators, because as you are teaching in the class, you are interacting with students that will manifest one problem or the other, or manifest one undesirable behavior or the other, which will not really help your teaching, or which may hinder their students' learning. It is obvious that action research is a prerequisite for all teachers. It is usually undertaken by teachers to solve particular problems in the classrooms and/or schools. Examples of where action research is imperative in the classrooms are where you have antisocial behaviors. There are students who manifest a lot of these antisocial behavior. There are some that manifest a lot of withdrawal attitudes or withdrawal behavior. That's when you are teaching, this person has been following, all of a sudden the person becomes withdrawn. It's no longer either paying attention or looking at someone who is drowned. There are some other undesirable attitudes that we observe in the classroom. There are cases of bullying intoxication. What I mean by bullying intoxication, there are students who like bullying. So there are people who are always absent from class. Talking about absenteeism. These are some of the examples of areas of action research among students which tend to hinder their individual and collective effective attentiveness and performances in the classwork. So a teacher who is really a teacher, a trained teacher, a professional teacher, must be an action teacher, an action research teacher, who anytime you are teaching, you find out any deviant behavior within or among their students in the class. You have to go out and carry out a research to find out why that student is behaving awkwardly. And if once you're able to solve that, you have added improvement. You have improved on your classroom, you have improved on the student listening, you have improved on the student learning and their performances in the academics. Findings on action research may not be valid for generalization to other classroom situations. What do I actually mean here? As a teacher, maybe a chemistry teacher, you are teaching chemistry and you find out that students who are playing with tools in the lab instead of listening to your lecture, or there are students who do not know how to handle the equipment there, or there are people who are discussing, or there are people who are using their handset to maybe do the Facebook activities or other things that are not supposed to be done at that particular time. If you find that, action research calls you to go and find out why it's happening to improve on the classroom situation. Action research focuses on why students find it very difficult to follow or learn or perform well in a particular course or subject. It is an imperative tool in the hands of a teacher or teachers or practitioners wishing to be effective, efficient, become classroom teacher leaders or administrators. Another aspect of the purpose-based research classification is what we describe as research and development. Research and development, which is shortened or has the acronym of R&D. This aims at developing and testing the efficacy of products and services of an organization, which means in an organization there are already products, there are already services, there are already goods available which they are using in working. So the research and development is geared towards ensuring the efficacy of those existing services, products, their workability, their advancement. The product may be textbooks, it may be equipment, it may be curricula, maybe facilities, maybe technology, new technologies, and others. This could be field tested to ensure their efficiency and effectiveness. Yes, what we're talking here, in institutions, educational institutions, some of the product we have there is a textbook, which are written by academics that will aid them to learn, also aid the teachers or educationists to teach. Some of these textbooks are written and they have overstayed their use. There are a lot of changes already in that field, and people are still using textbooks that does not cover what is the current issues it's discussing or current methodology. It is during the research and development that these weaknesses will be discovered. Research and development seems relatively new in the field of educational research. It is expensive and time-consuming research. It provides valuable means of achieving educational improvement by ensuring that products in use are of proven quality. Yes, every organization should aspire for research and development. People should not restrict themselves to just action research because you're in the classroom. Even in the classroom, there are textbook teachers use them in teaching their subject. You have to find out whether those textbooks are still of valid, whether they are obsolete, whether they are still current, whether the contents there still serve the purpose of today. So there's need for even the teachers there to involve in research on that, or they send their problems to higher institutions for them to carry out this R&D research to solve the problem. It provides valuable means of achieving educational improvement by ensuring that products in use are of proven quality. Some products are introduced without ascertaining their efficacy. This is obvious, we know it. There are people that will build a machine that we use for testing something in science courses without really ascertaining that whether that thing can work or can produce something good, and they go and market it and people will buy. No, such product won't bought. There should be research and development on it to see whether it's still working, whether it's still producing what it's supposed to produce, or it should be advanced upon. The last segment of the purpose-based research is evaluation research. In anything you are doing, if you do not do evaluation, you have not ended whatever you've done. So evaluation research is an aspect that is important in educational research. Evaluation research refers to scientific process of making decisions relating to the value or worth of educational services, methods, materials, policies, and programs based on the empirical data. It provides useful information on the sources and practicability as well as operations of a system. Feedbacks provided serve as valuable purpose in bringing about essential modifications in the system. Such modifications often lead to greater efficiency and effectiveness in the organization. Education research, like we said, covers modification, often leading to greater efficiency and effectiveness in the organization. I want to say that evaluation is actually a means of passing judgment. So when you are carrying out evaluation research, you are trying to know how effective is the program in question. How, to what extent has the objective of anything you are evaluating have been achieved? That's just the central point of evaluation research. Thank you very much for listening. In our next lecture, we are going to look on method employed based research as a typology of importance.